Hi everyone, I'm Dylan, and I'll be doing a training every Tuesday to help you guide you through your trading journey. So in the first training today, we're going to be going over CoinW basics, so how to use the platform, pretty much help you understand every single thing that's within the platform, and I'll be going through it step by step. You can share this to anyone that you sign up below you, just so they don't feel lost. I really do think that it's important to understand pretty much everything that's on the platform. So let's get straight to it. So first of all, once you open up the app, you log in. If you click on balances, right here, this shows you pretty much what you have in your account. So let's say, I have $22 of USDT in my asset account. Okay. So let's say if you wanted to send Bitcoin from one wallet to another wallet, you can do it here. So let's say you have Bitcoin in a Binance wallet, and you want to transfer it over to CoinW, which is a really good idea. You would go, let's say here, deposits. So this is what address you'll be using from depositing from one exchange to another. So with that, also with USDT, so say if you want to transfer rands to your exchange, you can use the OTC desk, which you can message me if you need any help with that. I can assist you with the transfer, because CoinW does not yet have a merchant on this exchange, but I think they're in the process of getting one. So if you need help with transferring rands to this exchange, just send me a message. So these are the different type of blockchains. So ERC20, TRC20, and BSC. So TRC20 is probably the best one because it's the cheapest. I think it's only $1, whilst ERC20 ranges from $10 to $12, depending on how the volume is within the day. BSC is also a bit more expensive, but less than ERC20. So TRC is definitely the cheapest way to get your funds in. So assets, this just shows pretty much all your balances. So if you have Bitcoin, it will show your balance here. If you have Cardano, if you have XRP, Ethereum, it will show pretty much everything you hold. So that's balances. Next one, let's just go straight to markets. So markets, this shows you all the pairs. So it will show you Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much everything, Dogecoin, near. So this is just like a nice way to look at what is happening today within the current crypto market. So you can see a lot of coins are down today, because there is news later at 3 o'clock GMT on the 2nd November. So it's with interest rates hikes, so it could be a big day. So a lot of the markets aren't going to do much until then. But this just shows you pretty much all the coins. That if you want to have a look, you can search at different coins. So let's say you want to find Cardano, so ADA, it should come up here. So basically this search bar, you can just search for any coins that you want. So Bitcoin, it will show you the price, the change, the high and the low. Also give you the amount of 24-hour volume. So it's just a nice way to search for coins that you want to look at. So you have favorites you can add to this. So if you click on the favorite bar, it will show you. So you see these are all my favorites. Then what's hot. So this is pretty much the most traded within the time period. So these ones, obviously, they have a lot of people are trading them at this current time. And if you click on the change, it will show you the most increase of change. So like over here, masked 55%, and then it goes from high to low. And then if you want to change that, it will go from low to high. So that it's just a nice way to look. And then spot, and if futures, top gainers. So this is obviously similar to the hot one. It shows you the most volatile and the biggest gain out there. And then newest, these coins have just been added. So if you want to see what new coins have added to the exchange, you can go here and do more research on them. Copy grid. This is like a strategy that a person does. You can follow their strategy. It's just up to you. So that's not really important. But yeah, so let's get straight to the. Well, let me actually go over inviting people. So if you want to invite people below you, because I'm sure you know how the whole structure works and whatever. So this is where you can find your link. So if you go up to more invite friends, this is where you can find your referral link to send to people. It's just a nice way to get it. So yeah, that's a very simple. If we go straight to futures, so I'll be running through how to make a trade, what are the difference between certain instruments, and all of that. So let's say over here that you think Bitcoin's going to go down, right? And you want to do a short position. So let me just move this. So you think Bitcoin's going to go down, right? So you want to do a short position. Let's just say you want to do a short position. So over here you can adjust it. So what I like to do, I go to settings here and make sure it's in USDT, so I know the value that I'm putting down. And then this bar here shows you, so you can do it in percentage. So say if you want to put 50% of your accounts on one trade, you can do it here. 25%, you can just adjust it. So with that, you can do a short or long position. So let's just say you want to do a 20 leverage short position. So basically this will show you how much size you're putting down. So I'm putting $2,144 worth of USDT on this trade. So it shows you exactly how much you're putting down. So the cost of it's 107, but because it's 20 leverage, I'm actually borrowing money from the exchange. So it's just a nice way. It shows you pretty much everything. So with us, so the difference between isolated and cross, it's very important to understand this. So let's say you want to go short in Bitcoin and you have $100, right? And you put that position down and it's isolated. So let's say you lose 100% of that position. So you would only lose $100. You would get liquidated, okay? But with cross, if you put $100 down and it goes past minus 100%, it will take money from your asset balance and it will carry on funding until your account's wiped out. So that's why I never use cross, because of that type of reason. So isolate, I feel like it's just a bit more less risky, because if you don't have stop losses in place, you can wipe out your whole account. So just be aware of this. And then with the merge and split function, so merge, basically if you're in a long position and you want to add to that long position, you can click on merge and then it would place, so like say if you buy Bitcoin at 20,100 and price goes up to 20,200, you put another buy position, it would average those two amounts and into one amount, so it merges positions together. So I don't use that normally, but I like to use split. So with split, you can pretty much do it differently in terms of, so let's say you want to do two positions, so you buy Bitcoin at 28,100 and then you want to do another position at 20,200, you can actually have two separate positions. So that's the difference. So the merging one is when you merge two positions into one position. Split is when you actually have two separate positions at different prices. So that's just good to take note of. So that's, and then also here you can, your stop limit. So this is your take profit price. So say you enter the position now for a short and your take profit 2,300, and then your stop loss 2,500. So that you can actually set this up before actually entering a trade, which is very unique, and it helps a lot because then you can just get off the chart and let it run. Then also, so that's pretty much how to open trades. And then here, this is the different. So each of these you can just go in between these time frames, and it just gives you a better understanding of the general market for the day. So I normally start on a higher time frame and then work my way down just to see what's happening. And then on the side, these are all different tools you can use. But I'll be going through that at a different stage. With this you can add indicators. So if you want the MACD, it will come up, and then you can see I've got the RSI there already. So that's how you get indicators. The settings, you can just change the colors of your display if you don't like how it's looking like. So I've explained how to place a trade. So to buy long, that means you're going long. Short, you're going down. So you're thinking the price of Bitcoin is going to go down. And then on the opposite with long. So that's how to place a trade. And then at the top here, these are all your different time frames. You can, and then the more button is where you can get your indicators. That's pretty much how to place trades. Then if I go over here, let's go to trade. So this is the spot. So this is if you actually want to buy a coin, whereas futures is where you're trading day by day. You're not actually buying the coin. You're basically betting on the price movements of that coin. So when you click on trade, this is if you want to hold Bitcoin for a long period of time, you can actually buy the coin here, and you own the coin. So this is just it's called spot trading. It's different to futures, completely different. There's not as much volume here compared to futures, and it's not day trading. This is more long-term trading. So if you actually want to hold coins, so with this it's very similar. You go to the bottom here, you can do a market order. So if whatever price it's currently trading at, you can select, say you want 50% of your balance into Bitcoin, you can actually buy it. Limit order, you can choose the price that you want to buy it at. So say if you expect Bitcoin to go to 19,000, you can actually put your 19,000, and then once it hits that price, you'll be able to get into the market. Spot trading, futures trading, very different. You guys will probably just be doing futures trading because it's more, there's more volume, you get more rebates, and it just makes way more sense. With spot trading, it's more long term. Unless you want to hold a few coins, you can definitely do it. It's very similar in the way of how it's laid out. Futures trading is definitely the way to go. So that's that. What else should I discuss? So copy trading. So basically these people you can follow. So this guy's had 503% return within the past 3 weeks, and if you follow them, basically what happens is, so if they place a trade on Bitcoin, let's say at 20,100, then you would be in that trade if you're following them. So basically whatever they do, you're just mirroring what they're doing, if that makes sense. So say if I'm in a trade and you're following me, you guys would also be in the trade. And if I exit the trade at a certain period of time, you would also exit the trade. So this copy trading is more for people that don't know how to trade and they just want their money to make money. So yeah, it's also a very cool feature to make use of. Just make sure you're following the right people, and yeah, so that's pretty much that for copy trading. There's not much to it. It's pretty basic. So you can see this guy. Yeah, you see he's in a long position. Yeah, you just have to make sure you're choosing the right people, because this guy's minus 459%. So it's just you don't want to be in a you don't want to follow someone that gets a rate of return like that. It just doesn't make sense for you. So just make sure you're choosing the right person if you want to take use of this. So yeah, so that's that. Finance. So this is basically, say if you have so when you deposit money into CoinW, most people use USDT, so it's the stable coin of the US dollar. So whatever the US dollar is at that time, it's the same thing. It's just a crypto version of the US dollar, basically. So over here, let's say you're waiting to buy a coin, but you don't want to buy it now. You only want to buy it like in 2 months' time. You can actually stake your USDT, so you can earn a return on the USDT that's in your wallet for a certain period of time. So you can actually, so over here it's flexible, so you can actually take it out whenever you want. So it shows you your subscription date is today, interest accruing on the 3rd, and then last day of profits on the 4th. So it shows you your APR is about 1%, which is not that great, but I mean, if you're not doing anything with your money, you might as well stake it. You might as well let interest compound on it daily. It's free money. So this is it's good to take use of this. You can do it with any coin pretty much. Solana, Link, Matic, Litecoin, XRP, Tron, Doge, USDT. So if you're not using money on the platform, and you might as well put it into one of these. So it's basically like when you leave your money in a savings account in the bank, that you earn interest right every month. So this is different, but it's daily interest. So it's quite nice to make use of this. So that's CoinW Earn. So under finance. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. And then if you go to Punch Challenge, so CoinW always have these challenges where you can participate and earn money. You just need to read the rules. So like complete the transaction and punch in the next day. You can share the current prize pool according to the investment share. If the transaction is not completed and punch in the next day, you cannot participate in the sharing of the prize pool. So you must just, these are just a nice way to earn extra money. Yeah, so you basically, for this one, you do the registration, the next day you do your daily trading, and then the 3rd day you get a share of the prize pool. Yeah, so this is more for active traders, just to earn an extra couple of bucks. Yeah, so that's pretty much, so we went through markets, went through futures, went through trade, went through copy trading, went through finance. CoinW Ventures we have not yet gone through. Yeah, this is pretty much, it just shows you who's linked to CoinW. So if you want to just see what companies are actually funding CoinW and partnerships and all of that, you can come here, but it's not really useful. Yeah, and then orders. So if I go to orders, I can just show you what this is. So it shows you your open orders. If you have any orders that are currently open, which I don't have any at the moment. transaction history shows if you've deposited and withdrawn. Transfer records, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. And then here you can change your currency, so if you want to see it in USD or so currently was in some Chinese thing, but yeah, so now it's in USD, so I know what I have. Yeah, so and then your UID. So like I said earlier, when you want to invite people, it's very important to give them your UID so you will earn from the person below you. So always make sure you have this at your disposal, because when someone wants to fund an account or something, they need your UID so you can benefit from them funding. So like I said earlier, when you go to invite friends, you can actually just use this invitation link. It's probably easier, but yeah, so that's how you do that. Gone over balances. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. So on my next trading session, we'll be going over how to trade, and I'll be going over charting, what you need to look at with charting, and that'll be next Tuesday, same time. Sorry about the delay, I just had a family emergency yesterday, but yeah, so next week Tuesday I'll be going over how to trade, support and resistance, what to look for when trading, indicators, pretty much everything you need to know, and then following that I'll be going over chart patterns, different types of candlestick patterns, and then I'll also make a PDF for you guys, so you can read it, just so if you want to learn more about trading, you can do your own due diligence afterwards. So I'll be doing that for you guys as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions regarding any of the stuff I've gone through, just drop me a message. Here to help, and very excited to start trading with you guys. But yeah, have a great day, and see you guys next Tuesday.